90.5 WASU. It is the day after Halloween. On the morning app here. Hi, I'm Peter.
Yes, it is. Hey, it's Pruitt.
Ben.
I say that just because I didn't even do anything crazy last night, but just my mind's in a haze. As I was telling them right before the show, for the first time ever, someone in my complex that I know of anyways threw a party right below me. And it was like annoyingly loud house music, and it was like, my roommates will talk outside my room and it's not a big deal because I'll just like turn on some like rain or something, some rain noise, and I'll just like sleep through it. But you can't sleep through like low crazy bass. And it's 2:30 a.m. I'm like, y'all don't have classes tomorrow, and y'all don't like say to yourself, people probably have class tomorrow. No, they'll probably skip it. I can't, Mary. I'm a senior.
Welcome to college where no one cares about your feelings. Not me. Those downstairs people.
Yeah,
those downstairs. Yeah.
Ben said, I'm not a no one.
Halloween did us dirty by being scheduled on a Sunday this year, though.
Did you do anything
Very
fun this
true.
weekend?
Yeah, I made it to a house show Saturday night, and then Sunday my roommates and I just watched horror movies all day. Well, I did homework actually for a lot of that. But,
Fun.
But I was present while the movie was playing. So,
That's like valid. I was supposed to do homework and I forgot to do it, so I'm gonna turn it in late.
Yeah, I had to put Lila onto the Saw movies. She's never ever seen them.
Wait, so you
guys watched
like
the
the
first
Saw
one?
movies?
I do not like horror movies, but those are ones I can watch because it's more of like a thriller / like mystery.
It's like torture's really my thing.
No,
right, Ben,
but also
Jesus.
just to backtrack, when you said rain, I'll just put on some rain or
Yeah.
something. My eyes like instantly got heavy. Like it was just like.
Is that like something that makes you tired?
Yeah, I don't know. Just mentally.
Like Pavlov's dog with rain.
Yeah.
Isn't that like how like people will pee when they like hear running water? It's like the same
I don't
thing.
know. Yeah, it was some psychological thing. You just said it, and I was like, oh, tired.
Peter, speaking of Lila, we had a little morning app reunion
Oh
on
yeah.
Saturday morning.
I saw all of you this weekend.
Wait, you didn't mention that at all, and we saw each other later that day.
It was a long day.
I saw Ben Saturday morning at the farmer's market.
And I saw Ben Saturday night with Lila, and so you met Lila too.
I did.
Yes.
Was that your first time meeting Lila?
Yeah. What happened? Why did you? I'll explain. Why did he meet Lila?
So I was at the Boone Farmers Market, which will be transitioning into its winter season pretty soon.
Okay,
guys.
so there is a winter season.
There is a winter season. It starts at 9 a.m. though instead of 8. It goes till 12.
I like that.
Christ, yeah.
Less food, more I don't know. People selling books made of leather or whatever.
Macrame.
Yeah, very cool. But I was, walking around with a friend of mine, and I saw Ben and his girlfriend Lila, which was, I know, good
Very
way to
factual.
start my Halloween weekend.
And I always imagine people are not all the time, but you ever have that happen where you're walking and you think you hear your name?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And I was walking and I thought I heard Ben, and I turned around and sure enough, Pruitt right there.
It was.
Norris.
Yes. Very fun encounter.
Yeah.
My
good time.
weekend was a series of up and downs. It was insane because, well, I don't want to tell the whole story because it's super long and frustrating. But I learned to appreciate the kindness of people a lot more, and I want to not pay it forward, but like put it back, because a lot of people just treated me with a lot of kindness over Friday and Saturday, especially because Friday I'm a very stubborn person, and I did not first and foremost I am going to tell this part of the story because I did not know that the express bus runs on Friday nights late, because Apple Cart is inconsistent with their scheduling. It is. I swear to you, I have been out on weekends and the bus. I need the express bus. Like it's right off where I live, but sometimes it doesn't run. I've definitely been outside and like no bus is coming and the app isn't working. But so knowing this, I on Friday at 2 a.m. tried to walk home, and that is a 50-minute walk. And I was really social that night, though. I met like randoms, and in fact I met these group of like probably 24-year-olds, 25-year-olds, like graduates of App State. One of them, his name is Patrick, and Patrick, we both left the bar at the same time, and I could not drive, so I'm walking. And I wasn't like a mess, but I could not drive. So I was walking, because I normally, in fact I did the following day, walk to campus from there because again the buses are inconsistent.
Right.
So I'll have to walk to campus. I'm about 30 minutes into the walk and I hear a blaring horn. I had my headphones in. I hear a blaring horn and then someone screaming my name. And it was Patrick and his friends and they picked me up. They were like, we refuse to let you walk the rest of this.
Wow.
They were like, we were actually trying to get some more beer, but everywhere was closed. But then we found you. I was like, I'll take it. And then the following day, I didn't wind up going. I don't know if you actually wound up going to Lily's afterwards.
I did not.
I had like a severe panic attack, and my best friend Joey lives right next door. Oop, not to put him on blast, but he lives right next door to Lily's, so he let me like crash at his place. And then I ran into someone who I don't really talk to much, but we used to hang out a lot, and she lives in my complex, so she helped me get a ride home.
Nice.
So just I was in a position where I was not feeling safe, and I was really mad about it too because I was having a good time, and I just let some people make me feel unsafe, which was so annoying.
Yeah, that is not the best.
No, not our favorite move.
Yeah, no, I feel that though. Different kind of anxiety, but like I remember Gray, who we ran into
Yeah.
at Ransom, former WASU person. He invited me to Lily's like a couple months back, and I was like down to go. I was
Sure.
like, sure. And I'm that friend where it's like, cancels. The ones that get hyped, where it's like they finally show up after canceling like 80 times.
Right.
Very much me.
So I was actually going, and they were excited. And then I pull up to Lily's, and I see like 400 people. I can't even see the entrance to walk in. And I was just like, yep, turn around. I was
God,
like, not
yeah,
doing
no,
this
right,
tonight.
Right. Well, yeah, Ben and I hung out on Saturday before Lily's. So I met Lila, and it was also Michael Edgerton and Elena Vesco. She's one of our promotions interns, and we all hung out and we got to see each other. And I did run into Zachary Masters, our news director, when we went to Lily's. I ran into him.
Noise.
He was with some friends, but I didn't really talk to him much because by the time I got there, by the time I like really got to see him, that was when I started to feel unsafe, and I was so disappointed in myself. So that's but the best part is I forgot to mention the reason why everyone was like, Jesus, you're like the Man of Steel, because at that 2 a.m. walk, I got home I think at 2:30 when I probably wouldn't have gotten home until like 2:50.
Right.
It was the game the next day, and my car was parked on campus. And again, there are no buses that run before the game to pick up your car. So I walked. I slept for 4 hours, and I walked, and I got my car back. And I had I'm still kind of catching up.
I was about to say, I would still be inebriated.
Right.
No, sleep-wise, not inebriation. No, I wasn't. It wasn't like that crazy. Like I wasn't like sloshed or like. I'm a responsible adult. Okay, I just knew myself, and I knew I was not fit to drive still. So like, I was just walking. And then I did that again. I didn't have the time crunch I had because you had to move your car by 8 a.m. on game days. But I did that again on Sunday. I did that again on Sunday because I got right home and I made that walk. Though that one I could have got a bus for, but I was like feeling decent about myself. So I was like, let's get healthy and let's make a walk.
Smart.
This is why I should move to New York City because I'm already comfortable with walking literally 3 miles. Literally 3 miles.
Something about being in a grid system makes it feel like you're not walking that much. I feel like.
Yeah, well, it depends on where you live. Like, not all of New
Valid.
York is a grid system.
Yeah.
Bink. I was smiling.
Burroughs, ETC. Yeah.
So you just watched horror movies?
That's what my roommate said. I woke up at like 10:30 and I was like, ugh, making zombie noises.
Oh, because you were out the last night.
You're right,
Yeah.
right. I was like, I feel terrible. But then I went and transitioned into a creature from like the Black Lagoon.
Ariana Grande dressed as that. Sorry.
That's awesome. It's very topical. And it was just like laying in the shower for like 40 minutes, the lights off, until the water got cold.
I admittedly, this is so gross. Your radio people, or people listening on the radio and on TV, be glad you don't have smell-o-vision. Because I fully admit, last night we were with some friends and they had a bonfire and I can smell the smoke on me still. I did not have time to shower.
That's a win. I like the bonfire.
Okay,
smell,
but
yeah.
like, come on.
It's homey.
I'm about to go to class.
It gets to you after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, why does someone smell like an ashtray? Like, I was, yeah. I was out with some. We didn't go out, but we all hung out. We played extremely personal questions while we were all like in a sleep stupor at that point. It was like
nice.
it's getting late, but we haven't driven home, so we're just like answering like really weird questions.
That's like my favorite mood, though. You know, when you're around a fire. It's
Not
so
when you're.
easy.
Well, at that point we went indoors because it was
Oh, okay.
crazy cold.
It was freezing.
Speaking of crazy cold, it is definitely snowing this week already.
You think so?
There's a 70% chance of it snowing Thursday and Friday.
Is that via Apple Weather?
I don't have an Apple device.
Okay,
I
valid.
can check.
We can
our
check
Apple weather here
We
live.
can check boonweather.com. The boonweather.com forecast says Thursday it's generally cloudy, chilly, occasional light rain, some snow may mix in early. Friday it says a few snow showers early in the morning. I haven't even gotten used to the cold.
It is a low of 27 degrees on Friday. That's really upsetting.
Yeah, I do not like that, but I chose to come here, so I will not complain.
I need a grace period to ease into that. Like it's like Halloween.
Fall. That is the.
That
grace
is
period.
ain't no grace period. I need Halloween. I need it's getting colder. I need my birthday. I need Thanksgiving, and then it's cold.
What's your
cold
birthday,
weather.
Peter?
The 16th.
The 16th.
Yeah, it's on a Tuesday. I'm actually going to class, and I'm like, do I make it a big deal? Maybe.
Do we celebrate on Monday or Wednesday here on the morning app?
We actually did the morning app. I totally should not have done this, but I do not care. I did last year in the morning app. It was on a Monday.
Okay.
And I was like, we're making this show about me.
Peter's birthday
Whatever we
bash.
want.
Yeah.
And we had someone come in. We were all like, me, Michael, and Eris were all looking at each other like, who is this girl who just walked in? And I was like, you know what? No, it's my show. I'm putting her on the air. And it was an observer, and you never believe who it was. It was Chloe Holland, our town director.
wow.
Nice.
And she was like looking around like so confused because she was like,
weak.
what is this? I was just like, no. She said like two things, but still, it was only the last 15 minutes.
Nice.
But I was having the time of my life. I was like, it's my birthday. I do what I want.
We'll figure it out though, because Peter's birthday bash round 2.
Well, I have
Peter trivia.
y'all
That'd be
would,
good.
y'all would do so bad.
It'd be awesome. It'd be great.
I'd be like, what is Peter's all-time favorite show?
Oh, how I make
High
money.
Fidelity.
Money. That was a trick question. It is High
Right,
Fidelity.
right,
Ben knows
right,
that. High
right.
Fidelity is my favorite.
Well, we talked about that, but I figure
We did.
your quantity versus quality, you know,
Fact.
It's just there's.
number of references.
I always have to bring that show up, so I
Right.
was like, let me throw them off real
Just
quick.
wanted to, sit in the seat of our listeners who probably would have guessed How I Met Your Mother. That one was for you guys.
And already rolled their eyes like,
Right.
God, this idiot, like still on this. I know I mentioned Ariana Grande as the creature from the Black Lagoon for Halloween. There are more celebrity costumes we'll talk about in just a moment, and more catching up on Halloween on the morning app.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Blanks from University Communications here in the Beaver College of Health Sciences. It's the 10-year anniversary of the Beaver College, and we're going to interview some nursing students. Come along with me. Guess how old the Beaver College of Health Sciences is?
I don't know.
No idea?
Nope.
Care to wager a guess?
5 years.
No, you're almost there. We'll keep going around until we find somebody maybe who knows. So, how do you like the Beaver College of Health Sciences thus far?
I love it. It's been a really fun time making relationships with all my classmates, and the faculty are very great. They're very caring, and it's not something I expected. I didn't expect them to care as much about me as they do, and so it's been really nice in this hard time going through nursing.
Why did you want to be a nurse?
Well, when I was little, I had cancer, so just seeing like how the nurses helped my mom and like how she still really like thinks about the nurses and how much they did for her, I wanted to do that for other people.
What would this be called? This thing, like if you were going to look on Amazon, it must have a name, right?
It's called Seymour Butts.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it's called Seymour.
It totally is Seymour. So, what do you like about the Beaver College of Health Sciences? Can you share with me something that you enjoy about it?
I mean, what do you not like about it? It's honestly beautiful. We have everything available to us. Like as nursing students, I feel like I have like the the most opportunities I would ever need. Just having like labs like this to kind of simulate like a real patient experience, that's definitely a highlight for me. It's just been a blessing to be able to go here.
Do you feel like you're doing good?
Of course.
I love your confidence. Is he going to be all right? Of course. He's good. Did you know how old the Beaver College of Health Sciences is? Can you guess?
10 years?
Oh my gosh, you got it! Yes, congratulations!
Thank you.
Wow,
Good job.
we have this arm for you. I brought nothing for you, but yeah, how about a hand? Yeah, give her a hand. So I understand that you received a scholarship, is that correct?
Yes, I am part of the Beaver Scholars here, and with that, hopefully I am able to get into the nursing program.
What made you want to be a nurse?
Well, it all started with just experiences back at home with having not having accessible health care for my parents and the majority of the people who live in my town. I always saw the struggle there of people trying to find ways of getting health care and being able to afford it as well.
It seems like the scholarship has made a big impact in your life.
Oh, of course, yes. It's helped my family. Part of my graduating class, maybe 20, 30 students made it out to college. So that's something big and like something I'm proud of.
Did y'all know that the Beaver College of Health Sciences is having an anniversary, like right now?
Oh, it's 10 years, right?
How many? Yeah, 10.
10.
She got it.
Crazy.
Yeah. Good job. You knew. Yeah, 10 years. Thank you for your support of the Beaver College of Health Sciences and its students. Happy 10th anniversary to the Beaver College. Your support of these students is clearly having an impact on their lives now and will for years to come. Thanks so much and have a great one.
Is available and for tickets.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU. I'm not even letting that intro get really into it. You're listening with me, Peter.
Me, Pruitt.
And I, Ben.
It has been a jam-packed weekend. We also didn't get to do our show on Friday because we were doing alumni takeover day, which we will probably talk about later. Me and Ben and I were a part of it. I did say we were going to talk about some current events that happened. Some good, some bad, some questionable. Some of the Halloween costumes I saw that were really cool were Steve Buscemi dressed up as himself.
Yes.
Awesome. How?
Do you know the meme that's like, "How do you do, fellow kids"?
I don't think so.
Yes, you do. I'm going to show you a picture. That is a very well-known one. He dressed up as himself. I think it's from... I actually don't know what it's from.
Was he in Spy Kids?
Yes, he
Spy
was.
Kids?
It was from 30 Rock.
Oh, okay.
This.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sure.
How
For
do you
some
do, fellow
context,
kids?
listeners, it is a picture of Steve Buscemi wearing a skateboarding outfit.
And the shirt says an AC/DC font, but the shirt says music band. That was his costume. I mean, the picture I showed was the actual screenshot from the episode of 30 Rock, but it was him.
Awesome.
And then Pete. Oh no. Everyone was. I'm mad because last year I did this again. Trendsetter over here. I was Velma Dinkley for Halloween. Velma Dinkley was one of the most popular costumes this year. I'm mad. I was a trendsetter. I love Scooby-Doo, and now I saw 3. But when I went to Lily's, I saw 3. Well, I saw 2 Velmas and 3 Daphnes.
Wow.
There were a lot of Scooby-Doo costumes this year, just wandering around.
It's always kind of been, especially like a college student one.
Yeah.
They're kind of easier to do,
So you have a
too.
group of friends.
I knew multiple guys dressed up as Shaggy. So they wore a green shirt and brown long pants and called it a night. But that Velma one, I have my friend has a picture of it. Actually, I think I might be able to find it.
What was your costume, Ben?
No costume.
No costume?
No costume.
Gotcha. Did Lila dress up?
No, we had a couple of ideas, but honestly, just plans fell through.
I look like vector.
We were just happy to go out and do something social.
Great stuff.
Yeah, because they were not gonna go out.
Gotcha.
They really were like.
We are chill people.
I know. Okay. Normally I am too, but it's.
No, I didn't mean it
Halloween
like that. Yeah,
know,
I wanted to go out. It's just the actually doing it. But
it's just chore.
It's a leap. Yeah.
Yeah, but it made it easy that like you had made plans, other people were going. There was no stress about because like Ransom's 18 plus.
Yes.
Right.
You could get in. There was no stress.
Apparently Ransom got like crazy.
Yeah, there were a lot of people going.
No, well we had left like decently. Well, I didn't say decently early. I think we left around 10:30, 10:15.
Yeah.
I wish I had stayed at Ransom. Honestly, Lily's was because that was my third night in a row going there because I went Tuesday and Friday or Thursday and Friday. It was way too packed. It was like I would have just rather stayed at Ransom.
I believe it.
I was kind of.
No, Ransom was a vibe. I'm gonna probably do that again.
I told you it's not that, and it's better on like normal weekends.
Yeah.
Right.
When we showed up, it was funny. We all went. Me and Ben, his girlfriend, and Michael and Elena. Well, it was me, Michael, and Elena at first. And we're literally like looking around, and it's just like domestics. It's 8:30, and it's just like people eating dinner still, and it's right after a football game, and I was literally like. Oh my God! Like I swear to you, neither Michael nor Elena had ever been there before. I was like, I swear to you, it is like a normal, like fun time around 8:30 on a Saturday night normally. I don't know what's happening. I felt super like stupid. I'm glad not many other people from the station showed up because I was making it a big ordeal. And then I'm like, what if they all show up and I look like a goob for saying like it's gonna be so much fun? And then
it did get fun though. I started dancing.
I did. I was getting a good time.
Awesome.
More in current events, Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian held hands while riding some roller coaster, but apparently they're just friends.
I know, right? Like, okay.
Cool.
I thought it was the pinnacle of who cares news.
I did see that. It's like, yeah, you're doing an adrenaline rush thing. It wouldn't be uncommon to just like
hold hands,
grab, and it wasn't like waffle mode, super tight.
Waffle mode?
I'm pretty
with
sure.
the like hands interlocked? Is that what,
with the hands
waffle
interlocked.
mode? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Pancake,
Waffling.
waffle, pancake. I think they were hitting the pancake. But it was almost like one of those awkward like
so
finger
uncomfortable.
pancakes.
Right.
Wait, now I was just curious. I'm like, what's the age difference between them? Because I don't know. I still find that weird. Not just like relationship-wise. I still find it weird.
How old is Kim Kardashian?
Kim K is 41.
Okay.
Pete Davidson is 27.
Got it.
Something about a 14-year age difference and just like friends is weird to me. But I guess they're like in a circle of like similar
famous people
and specifically entertainment.
Right.
I just find that weird.
Yeah.
Also, he has the same birthday as me. Happy birthday.
Awesome. November 16th.
November 16th. He's the only other person that like matters.
So he's about to be 28.
He's he and the guy who made
It's okay.
28, 41. That's okay. That's defensible.
but 27.
No.
He and the guy who made Super Mario have the same birthday as me, and that's it. That's all that really is relevant. Which
It's
is
a good list.
Nice.
And not fun news. Zayn Malik pleaded no contest to alleged harassment of his now ex-partner Gigi Hadid's mother, Yolanda. Fun.
Harassing his mother?
Like physical.
Oh. Huh.
Life is crazy. Life comes at you fast. Because I distinctly remember like 2 weeks ago I talked about their Halloween costumes last year. I think it was the show before you came on. And I was like, oh, well, this is weird now. Now I feel like I don't. That's why I brought it up because I'm like, now I feel like I have to address this. Like, here's the ending to the story.
Yeah.
Is Zayn the former One Direction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to start singing one of their songs, but I'm good.
You should have.
You're out of it.
Yeah. It would sound very not good.
Why? And the only other thing was I read it like literally this morning while like trying to put myself together. Cal Penn came out as gay and has been engaged to his partner of 11 years, which I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
People are always like really good at hiding their private lives. Because Elvira also did. Well, I don't know if she is gay, but she was in a relationship with a woman and she'd been engaged for like many years.
Man.
And I was like, whoa, people are like really good at like you think you know.
Who's Cal Penn with?
We're not good at hiding our private lives.
I think it's just a person. Like I don't think it's
just a Randy.
Not a Randy. Don't.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean. Not somebody in the entertainment world.
In the public eye.
Yes.
Not a public figure.
From Harold and Kumar's.
Yeah, no, I know Cal Penn.
I was explaining to the audience.
Oh, sorry. I was saying the person that Cal Penn was with.
I know.
I'll just say Cal Penn is underrated.
I know him from...
How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
I know him from Harold and Kumar, but I did see him in other stuff.
He was in, I think, House MD, too. I think it was...
Random stuff.
I think it's him. I believe he's in like the most weirdest like toss-up of very serious stuff and then like stupid humor.
What a career. Right? That's ideal.
Yeah, wasn't he? Yeah, he was in House. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was in House. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, that's so odd.
Wow. Random.
He was the principal associate director of the White House Office of Public Engagement from January 20th, 2009 to August 20th, 2011. The things you learn.
Right?
Wait, he worked for the White House?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. I think he's actually very smart.
You know, I know that, but it's weird because it was like he had already been an actor. Like it's not like a well-known actor, and he continued to act later. That's so odd to me.
I got into an interesting list. I don't know why this is making me think of it, but I was looking up like celebrities, like IQs the other day.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it was interesting to see. Like Lady Gaga has like a genius level IQ.
She went to. She went to like a really, really good school. I forgot what it was.
And yeah, most of them are actually very smart, but just seeing it.
Kesha's also like really smart, supposedly.
Who's top? Who's top of the list?
That is a very good question.
You also have to take those with a grain of salt, because A, the IQ test is kind of skewed, and B, I don't know how they confirm those.
That's true, and that's what I was thinking too. And yeah, IQ doesn't prove everything.
No.
But I think Lady Gaga was one of the highest ones at like 160 something.
So just some random websites like HollywoodIQ.com.
It's like
but I will say all of the, like I looked at like 3 of the different websites because I was thinking the same thing. Like, how did they get this?
Yeah.
And they all pretty much had like the same lists and same numbers. And it was very select people.
Very interesting. I don't trust. Well, first of all, the Myers-Briggs test is already kind of problematic just because it's not psychologically based whatsoever. It's really cute and fun, and I know I'm one to talk considering I read tarot cards, but kind of read tarot cards. I already made that whole argument with that one show. But it's not psychologically based whatsoever. And then there's like this one website where they'll have like you'll take the test and they'll have like fictional characters and celebrities I'm like, as Cal Penn just showed, we don't know these celebrities, like we just know what they show us. So like how are we supposed to be like, yeah, their personality is an INTJ.
Right.
Yeah.
Myers-Briggs is such an interesting one because, like, I don't really care for it because I know, supposedly I'm an ENFP, and I know 4 other people in my circle of friends, very, very different from me, you know, but we all hang out. We're also ENFP, which just makes no sense to me.
I believe that one is like a huge dominant one of like so that's another thing, like how does it work like that, huge dominance?
How are there 16 personalities if there's
one of them takes up like 15%?
Right, doesn't make any sense.
Does that make sense? Yeah, is that not a faulty test? That's
So I'm a big fan of the Enneagram. Do you guys know the Enneagram?
Enneagrams, I don't know if they're any more psychologically based, but
I've done a lot of research into them. They seem much more legit, and I found just kind of across the board talking to people who.
That's one with like 9 points.
Yeah, it's 9 points.
Yeah, 9 points.
Yeah. You don't know yours?
No.
I do not.
Okay.
We took one. I took psychology of personality. So if you want to know listeners, if you want to know the best personality test, at least one that I know is psychologically based, it is the Ocean test, also known as the Big 5 test. The one thing that the Myers-Briggs test does get right is the measurement of introversion and extroversion.
Okay.
Like if you do get that, like it is a like. You could say, yeah, that makes sense. But I don't think introversion and extroversion are very hard to figure out these days.
So it's called the Ocean test, Peter?
The Ocean test, also known as the Big 5. It's really easy.
How long is it?
I don't remember.
Should we take it here on air?
No way. I know you can't take it that. But it like measures... Like, I know the E stands for extroversion.
Okay.
And it's a measurement of... And then the N stands for neuroticism. Spoilers, I got a very high neurotic score. Because I am...
Conscientiousness, agreeableness, emotional stability.
What's the O?
Openness to experience.
Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting. Also, James Woods had the highest IQ.
Who is James Woods?
I don't know. They make fun of him a lot on Family Guy.
And he has a higher IQ than them.
What are the big 5?
It was like 184. Let me pull it up. Say something.
No problem.
Hey,
Yeah.
say something, fill some stuff in.
So the Enneagram, just while we're talking about personality tests, I don't know if you guys listening on air have taken it, but there are 9 personalities.
Okay.
And I think it goes, let me see if I can remember them. I can also pull it up.
Maybe we should, while we all are on our phones doing our research, because I was trying to find out who James Woods is, we'll take a short break. And
that sounds like a good idea.
We'll come back into it, and then maybe Ben and I will talk also about Alumni Takeover Day. Oh, yeah. And I have a special shout out to give about Alumni Takeover Day. We'll be right back.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
When one arrives in Boone, you pretty quickly feel embraced by the mountains. The same thing happens here at the university. When you are a student here at the College of Business, you're embraced by the Appalachian community.
The name Appalachian State University, it means something and it connects with people. The experience goes beyond academics. There's a culture here. Everywhere I go, I wear that golden A. I take pride in that. It's not something that you find everywhere.
One of the things that's great about Appalachian is it has the resources of a big school, but the small school community.
Professors here take such an important view of how they can impact the lives of students.
That's the reason why we're here, supporting the students, seeing that they're successful both in their time here and then as they graduate.
We have a remarkable connection between faculty and students.
We have some of the leading voices in the field, so it really creates an intellectually vibrant environment.
You have the smaller class sizes, we have the high faculty engagement, and it really sets us apart.
These students are phenomenal. These students are, in my opinion, going to be the change seekers and change makers in the world, not only through their professional skills, but also because of the passion they have got for making this world a better place.
A lot of people think of school as coming to the classroom and then going home and doing homework. At the Walker College, it's not like that.
We're really trying to rethink how we deliver education, what the purpose of education is. Really trying to break that hierarchy of the professor being out in front with all the great ideas and instead saying, you know what, everybody has great ideas.
They're figuring out those solutions through innovative thinking, through an innovative process.
Innovation is the edge. We are trying very hard to push our students to think in ways that they can not only think outside the box, but what kind of positive impact they will be able to make in the world.
Having these different opportunities really sets our college apart.
We're trying to prepare the leaders of tomorrow by giving them ways of thinking about problems so they come up with solutions that are meaningful.
The students hit the ground running. They are the most technically competent, ready to go day one students. You know, when you get out into the business environment, that's the attitude you have to have.
Hiring an Appalachian graduate, as an employer, I know that I've got someone who can come in and hit the ground running.
One of the phrases you'll hear used often in the College of Business is business for good. We want our students going out in the world and helping to make it better by using business practices that can help.
I'm thankful for the transformational experience that Appalachian has given me. This college has shaped me both as a person and, I think, a servant leader.
Being a Mountaineer and being part of the Walker College of Business has shaped who I am today. I'm really excited to enter the workforce with the skills that I've gained here. For me, Appalachian really represents family. You know, I don't know where I would be without my Appalachian experience. I'm proud to be a Mountaineer in so many ways.
Any student that comes out of the Walker College of Business is extraordinarily prepared to be successful and to make a difference in the world.
If you want to be able to work side by side with faculty, students, staff, community, partners, and industry, we want you to be part of our family.
Now I am actually a little bit more. I told Pruitt, so it's not me like surprising. Now I'm a little more suspect of it because I don't like how it's a classification.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Personality test.
No, not actually.
Yeah. Shut up.
It's cool though. I've though maybe it is classification. I think it treats people with a lot of respect and with
Sure.
A lot of understanding. I mean, everyone that I've talked to who's read through theirs has been like, oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense to me. There's flexibility inherent in it as well, because even though you are under one kind of type, there's different branches that relate to others, which is pretty cool.
I do remember that, like, because I've seen the diagram and it has all these like lines connecting between the archetypes. Speaking of archetypes, except that has nothing to do with archetypes, me and Ben had to do, oops.
Good segue.
Have a great segue. You know what? They both start with the letter A. Alumni Takeover Day. That's what me and Ben did. Let me put this into perspective. Well, Ben, do you want to explain what Alumni Takeover Day was?
You explain it. I'll share my experience.
Okay. Alumni Takeover Day, since it was homecoming, we had a decent amount of alumni from, I think the promo said 70s, 80s, and 90s. I think they were
basically 70s.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it was literally just the 70s and maybe one from the 80s. They all came in and they each did an hour or two with one of the WASU staff. They played their music. They talk. I'm sure if you were listening at the beginning, my mom was. She probably heard a little bit of you because it was Ben's was 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. How was that?
I was about to say it was supposed to be like one DJ for 1 hour, and then I got two for 2 hours. I think they were like friends at WASU when they were here, so that was kind of cool. They were like making funny references to activities on air and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I also will say, even though most of them were like oldies, you know, 70s era, I very much enjoyed the music.
Yeah.
Like my favorite bands are Queen and Talking Heads, and both of my people had Queen and Talking Heads songs.
I remember they did it. They played a cover. Oh no, I think
they played a cover of Burning Down the House, which I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't crazy about.
I liked it. Okay, it was.
But I liked it. Yes.
Burning Down the House is one of my favorite songs, but it is not the version that everyone knows. I actually don't like that version. The original recorded one. The live version of Stop Making Sense is phenomenal. It is so good. It's a lot more different than what you're used to with like Talking Heads. That's why, but it's so good. I was listening to everyone's hour.
Yeah, I feel bad for you, Peter, because I will say, I had to wake up. Me, Michael, and Peter were all here at 6:30 a.m.
I was here at 6:45.
But anyways, I left at like 9 or whatever, went to class, and then I came back to like do something football related at like 12:30 or 1, and I walk in and Peter's in the same exact chair, same exact sitting position, just grinding, and I was like, oh.
I didn't need to do it.
Bruv, go home.
I didn't need to do it, but I'm glad I did because every staff member needed me at some point for something.
Yeah. What was your role during Takeover Day?
Program director is the person who oversees Alumni Takeover Day, so they're the person who organizes it. Luckily, they kind of organized it themselves. Like most of them kind of knew what they were doing.
Sure.
Except one man, I will not say who. Very sweet. They were very sweet, and I don't think he realized it, but he was disrespecting one of our DJs just because the person did not come in prepared, and the way they were trying to do like all these crazy things, and the person they were supposed to be with didn't know, which I didn't know what they were doing. I'm like, what is going on? I felt really bad for that person because he was genuinely a very nice person. It was just like, yo, you need to.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, like I know. Trust me, I'm one to talk. I'm terrible with communication. I'm so bad with communication. But I pitied the person who I did my very best to make to make do because I was there from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then after 6 p.m., this is the day. 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. I was doing alumni takeover day. At 6:30 p.m. I was readying. I worked booths or the ticket stuff for the university's amateur drag show. So I was tired.
A long day.
Very long day. And then I went out at 10, and that was the night I got picked off the side of the road.
Wow.
Picked off sounds.
I got kidnapped. That's what someone was like, did you like pass out? Because I was telling the story. They're like, why were you? I was like, no, I was walking. Like I was safe, and I would have been safe. But I was like freezing at that point. It was starting to get a little chilly.
Also, shout out the alumni for the free meal.
Oh my God,
the night before. That was a little Akko Taco.
What?
I don't know. I expected them to kind of be there and kind of welcome us, and we'd all kind of sit at the same table.
If there were less of us, they would have.
And valid, but we showed up and there was one alumni there. He shook all of our hands one by one like it was a single file line, meeting the president. And then we all just sat down, and then no one, it was very just there wasn't.
Were there not other?
They sat at a different table. Then the alumni got there after
one of them talked to us, and I'm not this is not harping on them.
No, not at all.
I know one of them was really making good conversation with us. Will Vickers, who's super nice, so nice.
Yes, but I felt bad. It's I'm bad at starting conversation. I hate small talk. It feels so forced.
Chloe Holland, ridiculously good at it.
Yeah.
She is amazing at starting a conversation with them. She was around for a decent amount of it, of Alumni Takeover Day, and she didn't even have a person. And it was Doug Rice, I think, was in my office, and I don't remember the other one. But she was just rapid fire questions. I was like, dang, I hate her.
Yeah. I will say that, and this is kind of switching gears.
Yeah.
Another bold opinion from Ben Cole here.
Ben Cole with the opinions.
Yes, but we were at Willie Brooks, the barbecue place.
Yep.
And that experience only furthered my belief that North Carolina or Eastern style barbecue and the vinegar based is inferior to the rest
I
of
love
barbecue.
vinegar based barbecue.
It's not barbecue though. That's the thing. Don't call it barbecue sauce when it's literally just vinegar with some spices.
What did you wind up eating? I forget.
I just got the pulled pork platter. The sides are the best part of my meal.
But the barbecue's the meat. I can put whatever I want.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. The barbecue though is for the most part going to be similar across the board, taste wise. I'm talking about the barbecue sauce, the vinegar based barbecue sauce where it's just vinegar. It's basically a dressing. Don't call it barbecue sauce. Don't call it barbecue sauce. That's my thing. It's a dressing. It's a dressing.
It is not a dressing.
It is. It's vinegar
no. It is very much barbecue sauce.
It's not sauce.
It's got a thicker consistency.
It is definitely.
No, it doesn't. It was liquid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I will. We will
Let's
all
go there right now.
All go to Willie Brooks later
right
tonight,
now,
and I will show you.
I thought what I got was fine.
It was very good. I got mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and my pork, and the garlic bread slapped.
Oh, that was good.
It was literally just, and I was going in open-minded. I was like, maybe this place has 4.5 stars. Maybe the sauce will hit. And then I put the vinegar on, and I was like, nope.
Do you not have other options there?
They had 3 sauces, and they were all vinegar based.
I think they were all vinegar based. I didn't try them.
Yeah, I promise. I wanted to like it.
Yeah.
Like the sauce. I liked everything else but the sauce.
We're still calling it sauce.
I don't like
the dressing.
Right.
I do not like eating things that are wet in any way with my hands.
Really?
So I know.
That's right. Peter was I'm not doing ribs.
I'm not doing that. I will not do ribs. Freaking Elena cracked. I was trying to fight laughter because Elena is she's a very pretty girl. She looks very demure and very neat and orderly, but she's nothing. Well, that's not me. Yeah, she's really disgusting actually. No, but this girl gets a Flintstone style thing of ribs.
Right.
She was tearing those ribs apart. I'm trying to not laugh because she's just me eating a sandwich and I'm trying not to get anything on my hands because I hate it. And she's destroying ribs right next to me.
Awesome.
That would be me low key. Hey, that's actually the reason I got for those type of events. I get self-conscious, and I was like, I'm just gonna.
Oh, because it was
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna get the sandwich. I don't want finger food that I might make a mess of myself and look like an idiot. So that's why I got the pulled pork platter, so I could use the fork.
Well, all the alumni were very nice. Like I said, the only one, and none of them mine was amazing because he was all business. I loved it. He was so not, and this sounds stupid, but I'm just watching everyone because I was there the whole day, and I know we have to go to break and Ben has to go to class. But what I'll say is I saw every single one of them, and they're all making small talk with their DJs. I'm like, shoot.
Yeah.
I am not a small talk person. I just don't like it. No, mine was all business. He had his plan to the minute. He was exact. We talked a little bit, sure, but I was so yes. And then all of them, Jay Phelps was also super nice. The one that was it Cooper who had him? Yeah, Cooper's. He was also super nice. All of them were just phenomenal. Even if some of them were just, I think it was this person's first time doing it that I was talking about. So I can't blame them for not being doing everything exactly how we wanted it to. And as long as I made it work, anyways.
It was a good time.
Well, Ben's gonna go marching down to get some barbecue.
Hey, if anyone listening wants to take me up and try and change my mind, send me stuff.
He said, "Send me."
I love barbecue. I'll eat it all. Yeah, take me
send me free food. That's what he said. Here's my PO box. Send me some free food.
Hit me with a blind taste test.
Me and Pruitt will be back to finish up the last little quarter of the morning app.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
In 1899, the misty ridges of northwestern North Carolina became home to a simple yet powerful vision: to transform lives and the region through the empowerment of education. Nearly 120 years later, students still feel the pull of this unique place, and Appalachian has remained grounded in the vision of our founders, providing rural access to a sterling education and serving the region. The Mountaineer passion for lifelong learning is cultivated from an early age. Right now, Appalachian's youngest Mountaineers are developing critical learning skills while also discovering that college is in their future, and when they are ready, their college on the mountain will be ready for them.
So the children that go to school here at the Academy are from all across Forsyth County, particularly children who may be struggling readers. Our goal is to improve literacy for all students K-5, to work with them, bring in the curriculum through Appalachian State University and the Reading Clinic, and support learning across all disciplines.
The experience for a university student here at Middle Fork is really critical. We're able to show them what their practice that they're learning in the classroom looks like in action. So now we have this community of learners that aren't just little kindergarten through 5th grade students, but we also have teachers who are learning together with them. And they really are building a community that the Academy is really proud to be a part of.
So I've been teaching for 31 years, and one of the questions people always ask me is, why are you still doing this? Why aren't you retired? And my answer to them is because we finally got it right. These children are getting to interact with university professors. They are now identifying with Appalachian. They're saying, that's my college. I'm going to go to that college on the mountain. And they're very excited about that. And so now, these are children who could be first-generation college students. And they're already thinking about it and identifying as college students.
I love being here. I love being at the Academy because this is one of the best opportunities that a principal can have. I mean, the amount of support I've had as a principal, it's just overwhelming. And I just like being a voice for children and to be a partner with the parents and a partner, on behalf of App State University. This is what I love doing, so I'm very thankful.
WASU FM.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU, you are listening to the morning app, first day of November. I already said that, but I don't care. It's getting warmer in the studio, thank God. Hi, I'm Peter.
Good morning, it's Pruitt.
Pruitt, I have a shout out to give to someone.
I'm excited too.
So I told you that at the end of alumni takeover day, I'm literally getting ready to leave. Clyde Cohen and Will Vickers were the last two people. Will Vickers was the alumni, the one who's very nice at the barbecue place. he and Clyde were doing the last hours. I'm literally getting ready to go work the drag show. Again, I was not performing. I was a ticket person. Everyone always goes, "Oh, you were performing?" No. I don't have a problem with that. Of course, I was the loudest person in the audience. Like I was starting cheers. I was the loudest person. I had someone on the other side of the door going, "I heard you." I lost my voice. My logic was, if I was on stage doing what they were doing, I would be so nervous I'd like ragdoll onto the stage. Like my spirit would leave my body.
More of a rag queen than a drag queen.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
A rag queen. So I was like, let me make sure these people feel like they're like stars and whatever.
Got it.
So, but that wasn't the point.
Right, and if you were on stage, that would have been a disservice to the audience because it wouldn't have had your presence there, So
I would be a great performer, probably not. But there was what was I saying? Oh, okay. So I'm literally like getting my stuff together, and I get a call in the station, and I was like, oh God, what did we do? Because I really thought it was like, because some of these alumni, with love, and actually I know that they're not going to be insulted by this. They were saying some stuff that would have gotten probably us as DJs in trouble. I was like, Ben was talking about his two DJs. They were so close to crossing the line, and I was like, oh, you're paying us, so
it's fine.
So it's fine, but y'all are crazy. It was funny. It was they were telling great stories, so it was like, okay. But a woman called and she said, "Hi, I'm listening to Alumni Takeover Day, and I have a suggestion, like a request, a song request."
Okay.
And her name was Jennifer, and the only reason why I'm giving a shout out to her is because when I picked up the phone, she like took a second. She was like, "Are you that person who's on the morning show?" And I said, "Yes, I am." I was like, "What's that song request again? What was that song request again?" I believe her name was Jennifer. I'm sorry, I was kind of out of it. I remember she says, "I listened." She cut. This is not a sponsorship, especially because I do not know where she is. But she was like, she says, I like cut hair in my house. Like she runs her hair business, and she goes, "I listen to you guys all the time."
Thank you, Jennifer.
So Jennifer, if you're listening, hi. Thank you. That's why I was like, what was that song request again? Let me make sure.
Right.
Let me make sure that it plays.
We appreciate you.
She was kissing up to me. I was like, all right. It was the first time I ever had someone fully like that I did not know at all, had no connection to, had no mutual connection to. Actually, but that was the first time. I have the craziest 30 connection, like, I actually know sort of Pruitt.
Oh, okay.
Already. Okay. So your brother is friends with Natalie, who used to produce this.
Yep.
Natalie is dating someone named Ryder.
Ryder's one of my good friends.
Okay, so Ryder is in one of my classes.
Okay.
And so that's how he told me. He was like, "Oh yeah, you do stuff with."
Right.
Ryder is friends with I forgot the guy's name, but I believe he's also friends with a guy named Matthew.
Yes.
Matthew and the other guy, who I do not remember, are from Asheville. I know you're from Asheville too, but I don't think you know this person.
Okay.
I had a very good friend who lived in Asheville for, I think, just the last year of high school. My friend Lawson.
Okay.
And Lawson knew Matthew and them. And Ryder, the guy who I don't remember the name of, Matthew, and Ryder. What?
Was it Asa?
I don't know. It was a tall dude, I think. And he had like longish hair, I think. All of them came to a party the beginning of last year that Lawson threw. So I have Matthew's Snapchat. And then I found out later Ryder was in one of my classes, and then Ryder was telling me how he knew Natalie because he was dating Natalie, and Natalie knows Pruitt's brother, and here we are. So like the weirdest, I was like, whoa. I have a very small connection, but I know you don't know Lawson. There is no way.
Lawson, I don't know personally, but I know the name of, just living in Nashville and being friends with all those guys.
He was a good friend of mine. He now goes to Wilmington, but that was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I meant to go bring that up earlier.
It is so small. It is so crazy.
Well, even that's just a stretch. Like, I happen to have a gift of knowing people. Though sometimes I forget things lately. My mind is crazy. But usually I happen to remember people like very, very well. I actually, at Lily's, one of the several days I was there, some people from my freshman year were there, and we were trying to remember. They were like, we literally don't remember anyone from our freshman dorm except each other.
Wow.
They were talking to me like, yeah, you don't remember this person? I'm like, who? They were like, you don't remember him? He was like the creepy one. I was like, vaguely.
So I have a problem where like I will remember people very well, but not the context that I know them in.
Yeah.
And so this happens to me all the time, where I will have somebody in a class with me or something.
Sure.
But then a semester later, I'll be talking to them, and I'm like, yeah, have you taken, like American Lit? And they're like,
with you,
I sat beside you an entire class, and I was like, I'm so sorry. That's my bad.
When I was at Lily's, this girl, Kyla, she was like, we had an online class together, and we have a class together now, and I didn't recognize her. But she said, she was like, to be fair, the only class that we saw each other's face in was the online class, because she says the class we have now, she sits behind me, so I would never see her.
Gotcha.
So, I was like, I did know her last name, so that's why I was like, I do remember her. I was like, it starts with. Well, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to put people on blast too much. But that was. I was like, I do remember you very slightly, and I did clarify. I'm a very prickly person. If I'm not in strictly a casual setting, I am very standoffish. I was like, well, when you see me in class, I told her, I was like, when you see me in class, I won't say which days, don't think I'm purposefully ignoring you. I just don't like talking to people in classes. I'm there to do my classwork. Like, I barely talk to Ben. And Ben is in that same class.
Right.
I'm just like, I don't want to be, I'm here to do my work, and...
Times like the grind. It's, yeah.
Yeah, the grind, and I'm like failing those classes.
But hey, at least you're focused in that failure, you know?
I'm trying. Like I told you about that one class, even though it's a group project, I am a one-man army.
Yes.
I am not. I cannot take that class again. Especially because our registration is coming up, I think, literally tomorrow.
Ah, yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, I need to get mine in order. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, we have about 2 minutes left.
All right.
How are we going to wrap the show up?
I think we should sing a song.
No. Voted down. I could not do that even if I wanted to.
Fine. Do any good jokes?
No, none I can say on the air.
I was told a really good joke the other day. I did stand up for...
Oh, wait, I do have a very short story of... well, at that point, I wasn't not out. It was just like, how do I do this and not be like weird about it with my family? Now I don't care, like my extended family. But when they found out I was doing stand-up, they're like, tell us some jokes. I'm like, no.
Peter, I have a good joke for you.
What is the joke?
Okay. A man in a movie theater notices what looks like a penguin sitting next to him.
Okay.
Are you a penguin? Asked the man, surprised. Yes, says the penguin. What are you doing at the movies? The man asks. Well, replies the penguin, I really liked the book.
Oh God, that is not good.
I think it's cute. I like it. That's why.
Wait, I really like that because like Penguin Publishing. What was the joke?
No. So
I didn't even get the joke.
Penguins in the movies, you know, and the man's like, "Are you a penguin? What are you doing in the movies?"
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Well, I really liked the book."
Oh, it's just some anti-joke. Like it doesn't actually answer what a penguin's doing in the movie.
Right.
Pruitt, I'm giving that a little
wrong
stinker.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll let our listeners decide if they like the penguin joke. I really enjoy it.
I was like,
it's really funny.
I was like, what? Yeah, I didn't even get the joke.
Because it's a movie based on the book, and the penguin is there because he likes the book.
I know, but I was expecting the punchline to be penguin based.
Right, that's the comedy.
I know.
Steve Martin, thank you.
It was a Steve Martin joke.
Probably. Steve Martin's just the anti-comedy guy.
Oh, God, I smell like smoke.
Yeah.
I smell the smoke on me, dude. It's a campfire smoke, by the way. Like, if you missed the context from this earlier today, I was out at a campfire and I did not have time to shower.
Peter is a chain campfire smoker.
I'm a chain campfire smoker. Well, I don't know, in App State, you know.
Right.
I feel like I do have to clarify in App State. Well, this has been the Morning App. Hopefully, 2 weeks in the making, you will finally meet Emma Roll.
Maybe so.
Hopefully.
Yep.
I'm Pruitt.
I'm Peter.
And this has been The Morning App.
Have a good one, guys.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.